You know why I'm happy today? I'm reviewing one of my favorite gadgets of all time. Let me tell you, I don't think I've ever used the gadget for 3 years at a stretch, as in normally once I use it for like 6 months, a year, I get a new one, I give it out. But this one, I've been unable to let it go because it is one of my very favorite gadgets. That is the Ambiano 5-in-1. Hey, you see this gadget, So many people have begged me for it. I say, no, I'm keeping it. And today I'm going to tell you why. You will see how wonderful it is. Let me give you a little background on it. Ambiano, as always, by Aldi, and this is also by Aldi Australia. They actually made it first in 2017 and they continued production till 2019 when they stopped production. And I think it was 2018 I got my own. And after that, by the time I told a lot of people about it, it was so much in demand. People were buying and buying, and very soon it was out of stock. As in, one of my very good people actually wanted to buy it in December. We searched everywhere, Lagos, Abuja, Ibadan, all round. We could not get any of it. I was like, wow, that's how amazing it is. But because of demand, Ambiano had to bring it back into production. So June 2021 this year, they started producing it again, and now it is back in stock. I'm going to tell you, rush it. Now, let me tell you about the build. First thing I want to talk about is the engine. So let me put this aside and bring the engine. As always, their suction. Listen, you see that? This is the engine. They always make their this thing with polycarbonate plastic, and this is, I told you I've been using this for the past 3 years, and this is one gadget I know I use practically like 4 times every week. I use it a lot. One or the other of the functions, I use it. So, and you can imagine it's still strong, it's still functional, it's still working perfectly. That's to tell you the quality. So look at that build, and it is still neat. Yes, I am going to do a video to show you how to care for your gadgets. I was telling someone I'd had this for 3 years and she was, nah, it looks brand new. Yes, because I care for my gadgets. I don't mistreat them anyhow. Back to the build. So that is it. You look how neat it is. This is also plastic, like aluminum kind of texture, and the rim and everything just wonderfully built, and it's compact. It's not too big, and it's amazing. This is actually 1000 watts. It's a 1000 watts blender, but you can see it's not only a blender. Now let me talk about the accessories. You can see all the accessories here. This is why it is called Ambiano 5-in-1. Number 1, the blender. It comes with a glass jug. This is the only blender I currently have that has a glass jug. You can see that this is 1.5 liters glass jug with a lid, and of course, as always, this hole. So that's it for the blender. And then we have the dry mill. This is one of the things I use the most. This dry mill, I use it to grind my nuts to powder. I use it to grind my spices. You can see that. Very, very strong, beautiful. I use it a lot. You can see it has changed color, inevitable after all the uses. Then it comes with this. This is a citrus juicer. You put this on top of the food processor bowl. So this is the citrus juicer. You put this there, you connect it, you put the orange on top, and then it spins and squeezes and all that. Wonderful. Yes, the food processor. This is one of its most active accessories for me personally. This is the food processor, and look at that. This is 1.2 liters this container is 1.2 liters, actually up to here, and you are not expected to fill it more than that no matter what you're doing. And yes, it has the regular food processor blade. But now let me show you why I love this so much. Sorry about that. This comes with 4 other blades. 2 of the blades are double-sided, which means you actually have 6 blades in addition to the regular food processor blade. So these are 4 blades, 2 are double-sided. Let me show them to you. This is the one you use to cut potato chips if you want to cut your potatoes. This is your grater. You know, when you want to grate like carrot for your carrot cake, or you want to grate everything finely, smoothly, this is the grater blade. This is a small slicing blade. Like if you want to slice for salad, this is what does that. Or you want to do fine, very fine thin slices, or not just wide slices, you know, those thin, straight thin lines. Don't worry, I have a video where I show how each blade slices, so you will see that video shortly. But this is now the one that slices flat slicing, as if you want round flat slicing. This is the one that, so this is one of the double-sided ones. This is another double-sided one. This is for big grating. If you want big grating, like for coleslaw that doesn't need to be so fine. And this is also a bigger, thicker slicing. It's also flat slicing, but the slices are a bit bigger than the other one. And then this one takes the position of a whisk. It's actually, you can use this to whip cream, you can use it to whip egg. You just put it and it whips like that. You can see what it's for. Very, very lovely. So it comes with different blades, and of course this is the normal one that the food processor sits on top, that makes the food processor spin. And it also comes with this spatula that you can use to scrape the side. So now you understand why it is called 5-in-1. Now let me come to the front and show you the functions. Can you see this clearly? I'm lifting it so you can see it clearly. This is the pulse button. This is the ice crushing mode. This is the smoothie mode. And this is the normal blending. So when you want to use any of these modes, you turn it like this. Then you press either pulse, ice crushing, or smoothie. Then this is off. Then this is the blending on different speeds. You can see that. So these are the functions it has: pulse, ice crush, smoothie, blending. Now let's talk about the safety feature. It has an overload protector, meaning if you're using it for too long, it will shut down. You know, blenders are not supposed to be kept running for a long time. But the food processor on is different. You can actually keep the food processor on running for longer than the blender. It doesn't mean too long, but longer than the blender. So please note that. And don't forget, as I always say, read your manual. Yes. Another very important safety feature. Please look at this. Can you see this? This is lock. This is unlock. So whenever you're locking it, it must come this side. When you're unlocking, it goes this side. You understand? Now take note of these 2 places. This is what hooks the jug, the blender jug, in place. This is what hooks the food processor cup in place. So their handle must always lock towards this side. Let me show you. For the blender, you place it like this, then you turn it. It has locked. Can you see that? You see the arrow is pointing towards lock. It must always face that. So which means the hand must always be on this side. Now unlock. For the food processor, let me show you. This is the spinning rod. So you place this on top of it. You can see that it goes like this. You see it has locked. You can see that. So the handle must always be on this side too. That is how it locks. This is on lock, you place it and you lock it. You cannot lock it on this side. In fact, let me show you. You cannot lock it with the handle on this side, even though it's as if it's locked. But let me show you something. Look at the lid. The lid will never lock. It will never lock on this side. If you force it, you will break it. But when you do it correctly, it's locked like that. Now look at the lid. It has locked. So remember, handles always on this side. That's what a very important safety feature. I've actually been thinking of what I don't like about this blender, you understand, so that this 5-in-1, so that I will not be too biased. But the truth is, there's nothing I don't like. And this coming from someone who has been using it regularly for 3 years. I love it. If you have this blender, let me know if you have any issues with it or something you don't like. I really like to know, and then see if it's something I can relate to. But right off my head, no, I can't think of anything. It's awesome. It serves me very well. The dry mill blends the smoothest of all the dry mills I have used. So when I blend dry things, it blends it extremely smoothly. So that is it. You know, I'm recommending it to you. I've already told you should go and run and buy, because before it goes out of stock again. And I will let you know how you can get it in the description below from our episode sponsor, Frankincense Appliances. And you know what is next? I have to give you a recipe with it now. And guess what I'm going to give you? Something I'll be making with the food processor jar. Peanut butter. Yes, you don't have to be buying peanut butter. You can make it easily yourself with only 3 ingredients. Finish. Let me show you. For this, I will be using regular salted groundnuts. These are the normal ones you buy that it's already roasted. But if you're going to use raw one, please roast it yourself. And then when you're blending it, you can be adding salt little by little to it. That's why I said 3 ingredients: groundnut, salt, and honey. But since this is already salted, I won't be adding extra salt, but I have my honey right here. So let me show you how to make it. make peanut butter. The food processor does all the work. All you have to do is just keep at it. It will crush, it will grind, the oils will release, then it will start binding together, and that's when you add your honey and everything is ready. Perfect. So that is it on Gadget Tuesday. I will be back next week with another gadget, and you can please invite others to join. I would love to have them subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, because if you've noticed, there are more videos popping up, not just Gadget Tuesday. You are seeing recipes, you are seeing shorts. Yes, you'll be getting a lot. That's why you need to turn on notifications. That's why you need to subscribe. That's why you need to invite your friends, and that's why you need to be giving me thumbs up, because it will be motivating me to do more and more and more. So now I am going to enjoy my peanut butter with bread, and maybe one of these days I will show you a bread recipe that you can enjoy with me. Till next time, love you as always.